Two guys. 95. Yeah. Maybe in. Might be a hit. What? Promote. It's in on its own. Yep. Yep. We don't bring it over. Yeah. Yes. An unusually clean release. If you're going to do that, I love it. And we will adjust. Red Line and Boston Avenue in northeast Philadelphia. Off of 95, I would get off Academy and shoot out down Home Avenue or
So from the Buckin County Curling Club, good evening and welcome to the evening draw of the Big Buckin Bonspiel. This is the 5:45 p.m. draw. Okay, try that again with the right headset on. Good evening and welcome to the A and B quarterfinals of the Big Buckin Bonspiel here at the Bucks County Curling Club in Warminster, Pennsylvania. We're showing you Sheet B, which is Team Wright from various curling clubs, and Team King from Detroit and Plainfield. This is an A event game, and we're picking up the action this second end. And it is Team King with a substitute Janine Fermender from the Philadelphia Curling Club getting ready to throw a takeout here. They are throwing the red stones. It is the Scott's Tour team that has the hammer, the last stone advantage. This one comes down, curls nicely, and the double is executed to perfection. The cowbell is sounded in the warm room. I'm Dave Schmel bringing you the play-by-play here. We all are live streaming all four of our sheets right now on separate YouTube streams. It was the Scott's Tour team, skipped by, I'm sorry, yes, the Scott's Tour, correction, the King rink that scored the first point of the game. I'll get my colors right. And we're coming down to the second end with the Scott's Tour rink throwing the first rack. Good shot made by Brian Olson there. The warm room, it has very little buzz right now, because everybody has their schnozzes deep into their plates of food. They're eating their pierogies, their stuffed cabbage, their kielbasa, their halushki. Which we brought in, and our catering crew is doing a good job of serving it. Two more draws to go today. We are in the quarterfinals now, so we're in bracket play. So every one of these games is, if you lose, you go home. Extra ends will break ties. A bevy of people have showed up for our featured dinner of the weekend. So now we have Skip Jeff Wright throwing his first of his 2 stones, throwing the blue stones on sheet B. Looking to execute the hit. You see Jeff with the lift delivery. Makes a hit, will roll off. Other games in the ice are other A quarterfinals on sheet C. It is between the Hamilton Chaos, skipped by Simon Ouellette, and Off by Miles, skipped by Nick Miles. This will determine where we sit for the semifinals tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Thank you for the like. We appreciate that. Please like and subscribe. You can click the little bell for notifications for whenever we're live. And now, with his belly fully satisfied, I'm joined by everybody's favorite New Jerseyan, Kevin Brady. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, Dave. Yes, my belly is very full. Food was fantastic.
Yeah, we get it from this was brought to us by the Pierogi Factory in Northeast Philadelphia. I have no problem shameless giving a free plug to a mom and pop organization that Elena started it just with her mom to have something to do with her mom and spend more time with her. And
wow.
before they knew it, they had more pierogies than the babushka could make.
Wow.
They offer all kinds of varieties now. Today we're having the standard potato and cheese, which probably everybody's had at one point. And also the more advanced mushroom and sauerkraut pierogi, which is a personal favorite of mine because it's not necessarily easy to find. Also had golumpkis, which are stuffed cabbage, kind of like a Polish burrito. And you had halushki, which is noodles and cabbage, a little bit of caraway seeds and onions, and fresh kielbasa. And this end is a blank.
Yes. Blank there in a second.
Yeah, and we're going to see that kind of play from these higher level teams on Sheet B and Height C and Sheet C. And a shout out to the curling Sherpa himself, Danny Lynn, coming to us from NEPA. It was a nice day up there, Danny. Hate it or no. So Charlotte Clark the lead for the King rank. Throwing the first stone. Looks like a guard was requested.
Yep, looking for a center line guard here.
Oh, we cracked 5 viewers. Holy heck.
Nice.
That's not how I would spell Hina.
And a fine guard thrown there by Charlotte. So Team Wright looking to draw around that into the house. And out there, this has to curl. You got a little outside on that. Weight looks pretty good. And this is probably going to settle right around the tee line. It does, but in the 8 foot. See how the King team decides to deal with that. So he's looking to draw around into the forefoot. He's going to ignore that rock for now.
Taking an aggressive approach here after the relatively conservative second end.
So Charlotte with her second here.
Jay Clark and Janine Fermender sweeping with alacrity. It is starting to bend in hard now. They got to hustle past the guard. They do whisker by it. Now, is the weight right? And indeed it is.
Nice shot.
All right, I think we're trying to corner freeze in here.
It's going to be, it looks like it's on that blue. It might get a little in off here.
I think it's going to do a little bit of either. Oh my goodness. Don't know if that was the exact plan, but it sure did work.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I missed the call at the beginning there. But nonetheless, a fine shot.
Indeed.
And now the King rig is looking to draw down to that stone.
This is Jay Clark stepping into the hack. Jay, member of the Detroit Curling Club and quite the Bonspiel aficionado. I believe this is his 24th Bonspiel of the season.
Wow. Wow.
I ran into Jay quite a few times during the pandemic when I took in a few Bonspiels a little bit further out west where apparently COVID didn't exist.
That was a fine shot by Jay.
It was. There's absolutely no COVID in Ohio or Indiana.
Yes.
Just ask them. Especially not the Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, that's where I got to know the fabulous Jay Clark, and he promised to make a trip to our club. So this is coming down. They got to hustle that past the guard.
Yeah, I think this is going to crash on the guard.
Yeah, rock thrown by Sean Olson. Sean Olson is the USAC lead ice technician.
Oh.
So we have a lot to live up to
Here.
He has told me that the ice is playing very honest, and that's a good compliment, because what you look for is consistency. You put it out there and you know what to expect. Yeah, you never want to have 1 foot of curl, or 12 feet of curl, but just something that you can predict.
Yep. So now that middle is opened up, Jay right here with his second.
So Jay Clark here.
Or Clark, apologies, my bad.
That's okay. He'll watch it later and he'll correct you on Facebook.
Yes, as I had the right ring stuck in my mind there. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, we are not a problem. We are joined in the chat by everybody's favorite borderline schizophrenic, Julie Tomato Salad, from the Chesapeake Curling Club.
Ah.
Happy to see you, Ms. Tomatales.
So we do have a Chesapeake curler playing there over on sheet D.
Yes, indeed. Russ McNair, the pride of Alabama Roll Tide. Oh, and that hits it and rolls right onto the lid.
Nicely done.
So now blue with hammer. Got to contemplate their next move here. The heckle benches are starting to get populated by our former member, Matt Pring. He might chime in with some sideline reports.
Yes. And he's joined by a couple of our new curlers over there, Dave.
Yeah, that's Devin and
Vika.
Okay.
Yeah, new curlers over the summer here at the Bucks County Curling Club.
This has got to curl, and Jay is going to try to use some directional sweeping to push it over.
It's going to get a piece of the back one there.
So it's still the 1 right now for Jeff Wright and his team. So his vice for the weekend, Brian Dutt, who is substituting for Wayne Anderson, who has to attend to some family business.
Ah, okay. So,
Julie, I would only ever give you a compliment.
He's calling for a little hit here. They don't like that red one being in the front there. He wants to shoot that out the side, roll over to the left.
All right. They're on the sweep. They're trying to hold it there.
Yep. It looks like they are. They definitely are. This looks like a good shot.
Chip that one off the top. Does move theirs a little bit, but still not the worst outcome. Now that does open up the shot that's immediately being called for, the freeze to the button.
Yes. Which Red would like to do. Lock one right in there without hammering this in. This is Janine's second shot of the end. Trying to freeze to that blue rock just in the back of the button. Oh, and they're going hard. This is narrow. They're going real hard. Oh, it's crossing over to that blue. Get a piece of the outside of that, maybe.
Don't know if you want to hit it.
Do that, yeah. All right.
Okay, so Jeff asking Brian's opinion here, and what the call is to take out the red rock that Janine just threw, and roll on over to the 4-foot undercover, which would be a short jam, so it would be very difficult to remove. Jeff's trying to set up a score of 3 or maybe even 4 if he can pull it off.
This needs to curl. They want to get a roll inside.
They're trying to push it over. They're just going to get the straight hit. Roll off their own, and so that freeze is still there. So the skipper's going to have to do it himself. Over on sheet C, rather. Steal 2 for Nick Miles, and they have a 3-0 lead over defending champion Simon Ouellette. Simon sporting his throwback Montreal Expos Gary Carter jersey. So here we go. Looking for T-line, wait, right on the center line. Trying to hold it now.
Yep, sweepers are on it hard.
Got to go. It looks like it's going to overcurl. You're going to have to get past that high one. Past the high one. Hold it past the high one. Past the high one. Little rub. Will you still make it up there? Oh, you're going to be just a little bit short.
Wow. Little. Just overcurled there a little bit.
Now, this is interesting because he's thinking of calling for the hit, which would leave, in theory, the same shot back that Seth just got to practice.
Yes.
Ooh, a big flash on sheet C. Looks like Simon's going to be able to rack up 3 of his own right now and tie it up.
Okay.
Pretty simple draw to the 8-foot for him, so you can watch that, and I dare you guys to open up multiple streams here. Now, we can only talk on one of them, so we're going to talk about this one, but we'll definitely throw some comments out there because now you can see them. We used to try to describe everything to you.
So this is an interesting call here, Dave. That Red Rock's it's in a dangerous spot.
There's a lot that can go wrong here, not a whole bunch that can go right. So, see what I did there? He's Jeff Wright.
I got that. So I think, is he looking to cross over here and just kind of bump that red back?
Yeah, I think he's trying to throw the X-rated shot and across the face. So here we go. Little lift on the delivery. Using the corn broom as a stabilizer. They said it's board weight, but that's got miles to go.
Guess they catch that on the outside and push it
Yeah,
out
he's
that
trying to
way?
go over the top now, but it's going to jam all day.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Wow. He's got to come down right on top of it because a guard doesn't do you anything right now because Jeff can always run his own back into that. It just looks like he got just a little bit outside in that. It didn't look like it did anything unnatural.
No, yep.
And once again, a public service announcement. I won't say what sheet this is on, but friends, don't let friends put grippers down their pants.
Final shot for the King rink here.
All right.
Skip.
Yeah, so Seth has it on the way. I hear T+ being called by Char.
They want it to curl.
It's starting to buckle now.
Coming in.
Oh. Don't ever move yours too much. Okay, so it skitters around, but you hit this right, you got a double for 3. I think it goes, Kev.
Think that goes?
Yeah. You got to throw it with some youthful enthusiasm.
Yes, you got to give it some good weight.
He's thrown these shots this weekend before, so whether he has this in the bag is not a question. It's whether he thinks it goes. So him and Brian Dutt discussing it. Looks like he's debating doing the very, very flat roll with a lot of weight and then just kind of chiseling it out as opposed to the hitting the one on the button first. So, tall order, but a high reward here.
So Jeff Wright here. Big shot here in the third end.
Yeah, this is going to be something. Change the momentum.
Yeah.
Takes a big kick and a big throw. This has come out pretty firm, probably about an 8-second shot. Looks really close. Okay, they're trying to hold it and push it. Hold it and push it. Over, and will you chip it out? Okay, well, you get your one. It just needed a little bit mustard and maybe some mayonnaise to get 3.
Yeah.
Now add some ketchup and relish. I think you might have needed the Thousand Island.
Yeah, on that one. Good effort, though.
That ties it up after 3. And Simon did make his draw on sheet C. So our other A quarter is tied up. It is Roger Roulette from Utica holding a 3-1 lead, playing in the 4th end.
And on sheet A in our other
B quarters,
we got a tie game between the Kirshner Rink from Bucks County and the Zimmerman Rink from the Virginia Curling Club. It's 2-2 after 2 ends. They're in the third. They're just wrapping up the third end as we speak.
That's a very, 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 very busy house.
Yes.
Almost need Drakian.
So in our feature game here, the first shot by the right rink goes through the house. So we got a lot of...
Ice is up to speed.
Yes, it is.
Seth's going to head on over to the little skips room again.
Yes. So they, while he's there Charlotte is looking to throw a corner guard. And it looks pretty good. Nice corner guard.
So now that after we've had all that cabbage, we can look forward to a interesting day tomorrow here.
So the lead now in his second for the Jeff Wright squad. He's looking to try to get one into the 12-foot there, but this is a center line guard. That'll work for them. He's fine with that. And now they were asking Charlotte to draw around that corner guard she threw in the first one.
And we're going to welcome a third member of our broadcast team.
Well,
John,
assuming that I saw your board correctly. I think I might have.
Yeah, we got you 5x5 here.
Oh, thank you. Dave, thank you for letting me on the mic 3 years ago for the first time here at Wonderful Bucks. The premier curling club of the Northeast, as I tell friends.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And Jay Clark finally made it to that premier curling club as he promised.
I was telling Jay Clark.
Or threatened.
His sweeping form looks terrific, and he said no one's ever complimented on it before, and that blew my mind.
We can stop with the compliments.
Okay, that's fair. Dave, I heard that there was commentary on my game in the previous set. Was that you on the mic?
That was.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be terrific. I'm going to bet that you mentioned my new orange shoes once or twice.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did give away one of your tells, though.
Oh, what is one of my tells?
Well, you're going to have to tune in and find out.
Oh,
we got to get those views to drive the algorithm.
My family members are going to see it. Actually, I'm going to do that right now on my phone.
You have
that to the family.
You have a distinctive tell.
I mean, that I'm upset because that's.
No, you're not exactly in love with the shot.
Oh, of my own shot or someone else's?
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I have a left head tilt. I've had a double eye surgery, so that's where my head tends to go on average. But yeah,
it goes further.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's a heavy drift when I'm upset. That definitely sounds like me. I feel like I've observed that in myself. Well, it is a pleasure to be back here after 3 years.
That's been a long absence. We love having people back. It's been
look at this sweep. That's
far
a
too
terrific
long.
sweep.
Yeah, there you go, Janine. And it's going to get one. And will the slash fully be made? No. So.
I'm going to compliment Janine, too. I feel like every time I see her at a Spiel the last couple of years that she is just better and better and better. I get to see her reach any kind of plateau.
Yeah, that's something that, and Janine has a good 10 or 11 years in curling now.
Yeah.
No, and she certainly has gotten better, for sure. I do remember a time I was playing against her as this stone comes down from Sean Olson. It looks like it looks a little toasty. Brian doesn't really want to touch it right now.
Trying to curl behind those guards in the front.
And it's going to skitter behind the tee line. And then saunter all the way through. So I was playing at the Cold Cracker at Anthracite Curling Club. Now Anthracite being an arena club.
Sure.
And Janine, always having played at the Philadelphia Curling Club, being a lovely two-sheet curling club in Chester County in Paoli, Pennsylvania.
Of course.
And, well, our heritage here at Bucks is as an arena as well. And there was a terrific fall and had to call negative ice. So calling against what the normal curl would be for those that you don't know what that is.
Okay.
And when there's a fall on the ice, generally you sweep to hold it straight. But when there's a fall on the ice, when you sweep, it falls more.
Yes.
And even though Janine was far the better curler than me at that time, I had more experience with that particular phenomenon.
Okay.
So I was playing all the rocks on that side, and I would actually aim and then sweep to drag the rock into where I wanted to go. And it was a point spiel, so I wasn't inclined to give up my advantage to my opponent.
No.
But then in the very last end, I said, "Okay, let me tell you what's going on here." Now, I explained the phenomenon. I'm like, just watch what happens, and when I say sweep and when I don't. When I say sweep, it's going to move to our right, even though you think it should hold it to the left. And as soon as I stop, it will stop. So I went sweep off, and it wobbled like 3 times. And she said, "Son of a bitch."
Early in my curling career, I played at the Lake Maury Bonspiel.
Lake Maury Pond, is that in upstate New York?
It was. The Woodstock Curling Club put it on. It was the second year it existed.
Okay.
It was at the Lake Maury Resort on a giant lake. I can't remember what lake. I imagine Lake Maury now that I'm saying that aloud. But we arrive, and we're going to play in like 5 hours, and there's 2 feet of snow on this lake. And so we're all standing in this hotel with its gigantic, lovely, picturesque windows. And we're looking, we're like, we're not going to play today. And they're like, no. We hosted the Vermont High School High School Boys Hockey Championships last weekend. It's fine. Like, there's 2 feet of snow. They get 2 pickup trucks out there. They plow it. They send out this beater brush truck. It's got like an 8-foot tall beater brush on it. Smashes all the frost. My whole goal for that weekend was to experience those black and white photos, you know?
Yep.
You want to see a little bit of frost, a little bit of snow. That's a great shot.
Yeah, this one
Really nice.
just clears the guard, and
it sits behind cover well, too.
it sits a little bit behind cover. Now plenty of room for Jeff Wright to sneak one in there. He's going to ask Brian Dutt to do that. Actually, it's in Vermont, by the way.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I don't think they're holding it anymore after that one. But a couple things, though. I was like, okay, I hope we get a little bit of snow, a little bit of frost, something. 3 of my 4 games had a little bit of flurries to it. And our brooms that we're used to using now with the synthetic heads, they're good for about 3 sweeps.
That was the very same experience our own Scott Dunham had when he played in Red Square in Russia.
Okay.
And they played outdoors in Red Square, and they brought their modern hardline brooms.
Yeah. And worthless immediately.
And everybody else has the broom that janitor Bob uses.
So someone ran out to Home Depot and bought a bunch of corn brooms, and they brought, you see that broom you would use to take like acorns off of your driveway?
Yeah.
So you would send one of your front end racing up the line you think you're going to throw. They'd run up once, they'd run back once, they'd throw it to the side, they'd take a corn broom, you'd throw as quickly as possible. The rock would stop dead immediately. But two of the 4 sheets that they built had a huge fall. So I did the same thing. I didn't want to tell my opponent what I was doing, but I figured out it early. And I did subterfuge. So I told my team I might hold out a left hand for a clockwise curl. I might hold out a right hand for a counterclockwise. Doesn't matter. Everything's clockwise all game long. And so my opponent would set the same target with the same handle, and it'd be 12 feet away. And they couldn't figure it out. I don't think they ever got it.
Nice double takeout by Janine there. That leaves them sitting 2.
It's a great shot.
Yes, really good, two really good shots by Janine.
So now we're going to come up to the skip rocks, and Jeff Wright's going to make his decision. Now, Jeff Wright been curling for a number of years. He's been involved in many national events, and 3/4 of this team that's here, with the exception of Brian Dutt, was supposed to go on the Scott's tour, which was canceled for COVID.
Of course.
The 4th member was going to be our own Wayne Anderson. But obviously things changed.
That would have been a pretty fantastic team to represent the U.S.
Yep, absolutely.
Gentlemen, I like how Dave knew I was taking the picture immediately. I'll put the thumb up, too. Wait a minute. I got to match you guys on that. Thank you.
Honored to be in one of John's many Bonspiel photo albums.
I saw that you shared my post from 3 years ago. Thank you. And thank you again in person for the recommendation to Angel's Donuts, 8 minutes from the club.
Oh, there you go. How is Rena doing?
Really nice. She was terrific. I was in there, and there was one other random patron, and I was talking about how I hadn't been there in 3 years, but anytime I play at Bucks now, especially at the Big Buckin, I come through now because of your recommendation, Dave. Mm-hmm. And I said curling, and the other patron, you're used to, are you with the thrower or the sweeper, or they haven't heard of it. This guy goes, oh, yeah, that's a really hard sport. It takes a lot of endurance and a lot of strength, and, Switzerland did really well. And I'm like, wow, this is the biggest response I've ever gotten to this question.
That probably is in no small fact that at several local establishments, I kind of demand that curling be on every time I walk in.
You know what? He looked like the type of guy that I would be ponied up to a bar with, so that makes sense.
I once had a patron. I had curling on at my favorite lunch spot.
Okay. What is your favorite lunch spot, Dave? I'm going to add that to my list as well.
That's Giuseppe's Pizza.
Okay. I think you told me about that.
That was the pizza that we served here on Thursday.
Oh, that was very good.
Yes, Giuseppe's fine establishment.
And so I put curling on, and these two people sat down and they, curling. Watch freaking curling. And I grabbed the bartender's attention and said, set those guys up.
Okay.
And they said, oh, curling, we love curling. Curling is fun.
Immediately. That's great.
It's amazing what they'll do. All right, so we got the first skip stone by Mr. King here. Trying to put a guard up in front of the 2 he has in the house. Just needs to curl.
And it looks like you might have to come in the house with this one.
Yes.
That might be back 12. I think if it's all the way through.
And it is.
Clearly, I haven't been watching the ice. Oh, maybe I am.
Yeah.
That will split the difference.
It's a backbiter.
Yeah.
Com-
Go ahead and make the joke.
Commonly referred to as a Marv Albert.
There it is.
Yes. Let's see that again. we don't have many beers to make those jokes, though.
There you go. Dave, the ice has been really great this weekend, as it always is.
Thank you. It's a big testament to our ice crew. It's being led up this weekend by Joe Phillips, longtime ice maker at the Philadelphia Curling Club, and here.
Thank you, Joe.
Helped by, let's see, Kevin Brady, Chris Mahoney, Comrade Cocktails, Bert Tyler.
Did I see Tim out there, maybe?
Yeah, Tim Fagan, absolutely.
Yeah,
cousin
Yep.
Tim Fagan. He's sort of my cousin.
That guy's got some triceps on him. I get that guy hugging on him.
There you go.
Hugging steel.
All right, so we got Jeff Wright here looking to double those Reds out.
Yeah, I mean, it was left open.
Yeah.
Well, he does follow one of your persuasions that has one of those like gallon and a half water bottles that he finishes every day.
Yes, always see Tim with that.
It's massive. I mean,
I average probably, on a bad day, 6 liters of water. On a hot day, 10.
okay, so
That's nice.
there's 1 and 2.
That's
Get
nice.
out of the house. There you go, and he makes the double.
Who's in the back blue hurts there? Whose hammer is this, as I sat down?
It is.
So
Oh boy, it is. It is Red's hammer.
Red
Okay.
Hammer. Yep, Red Hammer.
Well, so Red's not too upset about that.
No, so it's wide open. He was trying to clear them all, and by golly, he almost did. Looking at the replay on our stream, there went 1, there went 2, and he got them both moving
So close.
and almost cleared them all.
Yeah. But now with that blue open, and Sean can make a hit here for 3.
Sometimes that's the hardest hit to make, right?
It
The wide open for
Right.
multiple.
Well, you don't want to jam it.
No.
I'd almost throw it a peel, and if I'd nosed it, I'd be happy.
Okay, I like that.
You should get your 2 that way.
Soft release. Sweepers are definitely on.
On
This
it.
is gonna
They're
cross.
trying to hold it.
Is it going to cross? It looks
Okay,
really
okay,
nice.
we're off. We're off for on. We're
That's
off for
great.
on.
Good shot.
And that's going to just be the one. I think that's going to
gonna
drift and
shoot,
saunter
he's
its
gonna
way
roll.
out.
All right.
But got his 2.
So we got the 2 Marv Alberts in the back to count. And we'll be back with the NBA on TNT right after this.
Well, Dave, as the guy that runs the spiel, how much sleep have you had in the last 3 days?
5 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay. That sounds about right.
That's actually a record good.
Okay. And you still have your voice on a Saturday night.
Well, I do when I'm in my normal speaking voice.
Yeah.
When I'm ringing the bell and trying to make an announcement,
Okay.
I don't have it. Now, oddly enough, I found that today I do have, well, I'm going to move the microphone so I don't blast everybody. If I try to talk loud, nobody hears me.
Oh, wow. This is not a ventriloquist play, yeah.
But if I use some of my special guest voices,
Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's great to see everyone.
I can talk like Matt Pring all day right now.
Yes, you can. I mean, that's always been a precision move of yours. You do the best, Matt Frame.
Or at the same time, I really don't want to throw a draw. Can I throw a hit? I'm really hungover from last night. I overslept. I missed our 8 o'clock draw. You know, and Mike Weston really doesn't feel like being here right now. But my normal voice isn't available.
That's fair.
There's the Loch Gless monster sitting over the heckle bench. So a score of 2 makes it 3-1 after 4. Another deuce came from Nick Miles. So we got a hell of a game there on sheet C. It's 5-3. You can grab that on our opposite stream.
Okay.
We are streaming all 4 sheets.
That was my question.
All the time.
Oh, wait. Is our audio going over all 4 sheets?
Our audio only goes to 1 sheet at a time at the moment. We can't bridge that from here. We can change to a different sheet in the nerve center.
Oh, okay.
And it requires utilizing some jumpers and stuff.
That makes sense. I have acquainted myself with Plainfield's updated AV system. And I was happy to at least figure out some kind of jumper to put my voice on 2 streams. But we do have 2 boards to do it, so that makes sense. Your gear looks much more high-tech than ours.
Is that...
And it sounds a lot better.
Is that our Brent Larson that just commented? I know the Scott's Tour is happening, coming up soon.
Okay.
But I'm just amazed at that. Is that actually...
What he would... Yeah.
Is that actually Your Honor, the Honorable Brent J. Larson? I have to know. Apparently Aaron Dubberly likes to make the Marv Albert joke as well.
Nice.
So what you see there basically controls the monitor level.
That was so if to turn what I hear down a touch would be here, or would it be down there?
There we go.
Okay. There we go.
All right, here. So starting the 5th end. Got Jay Clark throwing his first stone of the end.
And that just lost handle and reversed.
Oh, that's tough.
So it didn't wick. I thought it wicked, but it just lost handle there.
But I really need to know if that's Brent on this chat right now, because we haven't seen Brent for a while. Now, Sarah says Brent's coming back, and we haven't seen him yet. So I don't know if it's you.
I've heard that too. Heard Brent has agreed to curl with me on Wednesday nights, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
Love curling with Brent.
Ah, jeez.
The draw coming down. Looks a little hot. Is this going to stick around the back?
Right.
Hang on, hang on.
Yep.
That's a nice shot right there.
In the back 8.
A little bit of a gap now happening on sheet D in the B quarterfinal. The Utica Bucks Chesapeake rink with Roger and MJ and Dan Pearson and Russ McNair are up by 4. Now this one's coming down, trying the little raise here. Gotta hurry to keep it online. Gotta hurry. Looking pretty good. You're on the 1, and it comes right on back to the tee line.
Ring a bell. That was beautiful.
That's
nice.
a good curling shot right there.
That was a great sweeper make too. Yeah.
Held that stone nicely.
I want to say hi to Deb Martin, who I'm sure is listening right now. Deb's at home with their dog Remy, who I think torn ACL perhaps.
No, we are not tied up. It's 3-1, Deb.
Deb, I'm excited to see your tattoo in person as well. Deb got a wrist tattoo recently.
That sounds painful.
That includes a curling stone on there. It looked really nice from the photo that I saw. Kudos.
All right, so now trying to answer back with a run of their own.
They're just trying to get by. That looks pretty good.
It's a good shot.
Oh, got plenty.
Oh, wow, you picked that one out, too.
That out of there. Nice shot.
I'm assuming this is an A event game.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both B and C are A events. The outside sheets are B events.
Okay.
Deb gives you a shout out. Hey, Johnny G.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, Deb, I don't have a good Deb yet. I'll try.
That was pretty good.
So I can speak in every voice other than my own right now.
Okay.
So we got Janine here with her first rock. Looking to draw around.
This has got to go
Yeah, they gotta
hard.
Playing the bump here.
They
I
might be
guess.
tapping that red.
We're
again.
gonna be playing bumpy,
This
bump,
looks
bump,
good,
bump,
too.
bump, bump.
This looks nice.
Tap
too.
that one up. Can you sweep it to the foot?
They got it.
Push Seth King, try to push it all the way, and oh man,
Still
Close.
looks like red, perhaps.
that is
close.
I guess you'd rather be in front.
as close as the Bush Gore Florida election.
I like that Dave mentally just ran through about
Yeah.
4 analogies. He's like, not that one, not that one.
He was rifling through them there.
Yeah.
I mean, those things are separated by a hanging shed.
Oh man, there's a delay there too.
It's been a long weekend. They're not coming up right away.
So now Jeff Wright asking Brian Dutt to draw to the 4-foot.
What is Janine's delivery device? That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
Okay, so it's a custom little John
Yeah.
that looks like our conventional stabilizer,
Yeah.
but the cross member is her broom as opposed to a normal piece of PVC pipe.
I love the customization.
It does allow you to use a stabilizer in the method that you would conventionally, and then at the same time utilize the broom to play mixed doubles.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really handy. And it's not your way. I mean, you're not grabbing any of that by accident. Wow,
Yep,
that's a great design.
it's nifty.
I cannot play mixed doubles. Hey, look who it is. Hey, bud.
Smelled the-
has arrived.
Smelled the cologne from a mile away. Some people, we're not going to name names here, but some people need to know that, cologne's like Brill cream. A little dab will do you.
Looks like this will probably take the.
Oh, no.
got
You know what, though?
outside.
That might have been I mean, that's a miss you look back on and say, you know what? That wasn't so bad. There's a little kiss off of that's going to do you a lot of trouble.
Yes.
And I think that's a very good insight. Playing skip rocks over on sheet C right now. Simon skating down to throw what appears to be the hammer. Yeah,
It's a fairly tight game.
he's lying one, and this is a pretty free draw to backing for 2, which would tie the game right back up. It's really a hell of a match. If this wasn't a good game, I'd switch over to that.
Well, Simon's our defending champion, I believe, too.
He's been and due to COVID, he's been
Yeah.
defending for quite some time.
So Brian looking to just tap that blue up.
Yeah,
a
he's
little
looking to
bit.
just kind of chisel it in, as we
Yep.
would say,
Yep.
and it skittered right by instead. You need the chisel, you got the skitter. And let's see here. Did Simon make his draw? We'll wait for the score to be hung.
Oh, yeah, I was not watching either.
Now Danielle's making her way back there, and
You know they got the one?
no, he only got one.
Okay. Pretty
So,
good
so,
fight.
so Simon's skating back a touch dejected on that one.
Got a lot of rocks in the house on
Yeah.
sheet D as well.
Oh, it's being Nidrakian because it's being skipped by a Nidrak. We're joined in front of us by Big Sexy himself, Dustin Devine, from the Pittsburgh Curling Club,
Howdy, Dustin.
who was nice enough to make the trek over from Pittsburgh to help out his rink after 2 members had to leave unexpectedly.
That's a good man.
But that's a drive I know well.
Yes. Dave, I had the pleasure of getting an invite from you to play out there at the 4th of July Spiel. That was a fantastic time.
Yep, and I spent a year and a half as a full member of the Pittsburgh Curling Club.
Yeah, you were making that drive pretty much every weekend, right?
Quite a bit.
Sneaking in about 3 games and driving back home. Let's see, we've got another attempt here.
Which reminds me, I'm due for my membership renewal.
And that's exactly what you were talking about, John.
Thanks. Yeah.
Tap that over there, not what they wanted.
Now they're going to have a chance to set up a multiple score of at least 2.
If you're blue here, what do you like?
Well, right now I'm going to try to secure 2. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about what the measurement is right now. So I'm going to draw around.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it right in the top 4.
Yep.
And if the guy can make a 15-foot run back on me, God bless him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, mind you, he already made a 15-foot tap back without a problem. So.
Yes.
On a long enough timeline, with enough monkeys at the typewriters.
Eventually you'll get the King James version.
Yes.
Take away the red tap, so looking for the looking for the guard.
I'm with you, Dave. I put another one in there.
Yeah, I am too. I'm there.
It's not going to change red shot if you throw. I mean, yeah, if you're red, you're probably throwing the tap up anyway, right? Or you're chasing this shot, so you might as well beat him to it and go for the big end if you're blue.
Well, I think he senses a little bit of opportunity, and because this game's been closely contested.
We've also seen this line a ton, so it improves your chances on this draw.
So we'll see. I mean, the best shot to call is the one that you make. So let's see what happens.
I feel like that's sitting out there, but I haven't watched enough.
No,
Maybe
it's going to buckle right. It's going to buckle right about now.
All right. There it goes.
There it comes.
It comes a lot.
Oh, good. Then Deb was with us the whole time. Okay, good. And that is second shot.
Yeah.
Didn't curl quite as much as they want, but ooh.
Well, the nice thing is if red comes down, it can only make nose contact on that. Yeah. If they're outside of nose, if they're to the right of nose from the overhead, it won't matter in the.
Well, yeah, the shot I kind of like is throwing, say, just through kind of weight.
Okay.
And chisel on the inside of it, and you should skitter right onto the button. I'm just saying skitter a lot today.
You are.
We're all the same way. We find like 3 words for a weekend and say 20.
Yeah, well.
I like you on that.
Right, so, if we're going to use Dave-isms, you need to clear that top guard by a couple skoches, so then you can chisel over and skitter.
I think that's what they're looking to do here.
This is a tough shot.
This is a tough shot.
You really have to cross.
They're on. Well, okay, they're on. They're off. That's usually a good sign. Usually a good sign. He's looking for it to turn just a little bit. Now here it comes.
Putting Char on it.
That's not going to go far enough.
A bit of curl.
It's going to be on the outside.
I think that was just a little. Oh. Okay.
All right.
So it's still 2 blue for sure.
Well, the in-off's there if you want it, but I don't think they.
I think it's just going to straight draw the 4 foot now.
They're calling the straight draw.
And then they'll try to take their 3 and measure for 4.
Yep.
I'd put the stick in the ice already.
Yep. Pretty much the same shot he threw last time.
No way this isn't a measure. All right. Here's Jeff Wright.
Big shot.
Chance to change the momentum here with the final stone of the 5th end.
Well, they know they've tied it when things come to rest, and they go up by 2. I like it.
All right, they're keeping it clean. Sean Olson just kind of escorting the rock to its destination.
Gotta make sure it's there. Gotta make sure it's there.
He feels good about the weight.
They like it. Oh, the vice.
Oh, and it's going to hang on just fine.
Really
So
nice.
it's 1, 2, 3 for sure. Of course, Blue says it's 4 right away.
No, I think this one might.
All right, down goes the broom. We're grabbing the stick. That's perfect tradition.
I'm so scared of those brooms. I've fallen out of that practice.
You should never put that broom
It's
in the
so
middle.
risky.
All right, so they are setting the measuring device.
I think the easiest way to keep people out and say we have a measure is just appoint a member. Devices should just appoint a member of their team from their front end and be like, don't let anyone touch stones. We'll be back.
Janine cooling the measuring device because we do not want to melt the ice during the course of a measure.
It's a good way to get an ice maker mad at you. Dave, I love that you guys have like the really high-tech measure here. You don't see that often. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the high-tech one.
Yeah.
We have the relatively more conventional one here on the home end.
Do you know how much those run? Because I've looked it up. I can answer this question.
I know we got it from Gary at Brooms Up.
Okay.
And not to put Gary in any situation where we might have to do it again. I'm pretty sure Gary gave it to us.
Oh, no. Well, then I guess I'll keep that number to myself. But,
that's probably about right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's red.
There. Yeah,
red was
okay,
closer.
There you go.
So
So
it's 3 spots.
Score 3. There you go. Yeah. Gary's had his truck here the last 2 days, getting some sales, and always a supporter of curling. And when we went to having dedicated ice, we got a nice little. He helped us out with some stuff.
That's extremely thoughtful. I always buy all my stuff from the Brooms Up truck.
Now, that one measures to 1,000th of an inch.
Yeah.
Whereas the conventional one that we have on the home end measures to 100th. So when we had the
That's still nice. Yeah.
when we had the mixed play downs here, and we do have one of the really old-fashioned like whip wop type ones. When Herb Kupchik was here, when we had the GNCC mixed play downs, when I said, where your measures are here and there, and I mentioned that one had a different accuracy level than the other, he said, well, that's the only one we're going to use. Yeah. he's like, so we'll take it off the end and we'll leave it in the middle.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And we'll work from there.
Do you play mixed doubles, either of you?
I do not.
I did from time to time. I was in the mixed doubles league. Our mixed doubles time is after our Sunday morning draw time.
Okay.
And I love my Sunday morning league, and especially when it comes to be football season.
Sure.
I love watching football after the Sunday morning league.
Agree. Oh, thank you for that reminder to set my fantasy league for week 1.
There you go.
I briefly recalled that earlier and then took no action, so there we go.
And that one saunters through the house.
Yes.
I have only played mixed doubles about 3 times, and I find it exhausting to be on a slider that long. I consider myself a man of decent endurance, and my gosh, that exhausts me.
No, absolutely. You got the gun show going on right now.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do. Just haven't
there's
had
that cologne
chance
again.
to do it.
I liken it to, if you're an avid swimmer and you're out in the ocean or somewhere and you find yourself all of a sudden, after a half hour, an hour, you start being tired and you're like, I'm a little farther from shore than I thought. Let me start swimming back, and you go, oh, is the current taking me out? I'm already a little tired. So, yeah, every time I could just get back to the boards, it was like taking a huge breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
like, let me put my slider.
We got a nice draw under cover there. We have a combination of people that play mixed doubles. A good number of players now are moving to the method where nobody stands in the house.
Okay.
And you just pick your own broom, so it does allow the sweeper to remain on their gripper if they like.
I like that.
We have people who subscribe to that as well and still do the slider only, so. I always found that sometimes when I want to hop up and chase a rack of my own, it was a little too dicey.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've tried the whole, like, you tuck your gripper, into your belt loop or something, but that doesn't quite work for me. So big respect to the mixed doubles players out there. That's a whole other level of balance for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
Yeah, Janine does it. Our Dan Pearson does it. Cassie does it. Now Dan will chase racks. Cassie will have Dan sweep for her. We have a lot of mixed doubles players in the house right now, actually. Triangle hosts a very large mixed doubles Bonspiel every year.
Nice.
I see at least 16 mixed doubles players in the warm room right now.
Oh, wow.
And on the ice. I sub if I beg to now. That's basically what
Okay.
Because if the numbers aren't right, that's just not good for
Right.
for
Yeah,
doubles.
for doubles, yeah.
But Sunday's my day off.
Do you guys have any coins or in the ice or anything? I didn't notice anything.
We do. We have 3 pennies
Okay.
in the what would be the number 2 position.
Okay.
We did not install all 9 coins, as you can subscribe to.
Well, thank you guys for having the 4-foot lines. It really throws me off when those lines are not there. As a sweeper, I use them quite a bit.
Yes, because calling line as a sweeper is what you're always supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, you should always know where a guard's going to end up. You don't have to, And I know if it's frosty, I'm going to have to start pushing the rock, or I'm going to lay off.
All right. I guess you just figured out what my position on the subject is.
You've played with me.
Yeah. That yarn's
I do more good than bad.
That yarn's a pain in the butt to
It is.
put in. So you think you got it tacked down and you go and flood and it floats up.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we got 1 red under staggered cover right now.
Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon.
No.
So I guess blue was trying to maybe draw down to the red there?
I think that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? What this serves to do, and is a good outcome, is Christmas tree the ever-loving heck out of it, so that it'd be really tough to be too red.
So I think what red is thinking now is do we blow up this pile now?
That's the answer.
Right. Otherwise we're going to get limited to 1 here.
Yep.
And only tie.
Hammerstone coming down sheet C. Has Nick Miles drawing against 3 stones from the Hamilton Chaos. And
Oh, did they get the bump by accident? Oh, no.
oh no, it's still fine.
Oh, that was a hammer. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
1 red. So after 6 complete on sheet C, it's 6-4.
So red has jostled on sheet B, some of the rocks around. And
I feel it obligatory to do the universal jostle signal.
And it was effective, but it might be even more effective for blue here. Who's already thinking about it? Let's just see if we can get this double.
Yeah, he might be able to double those
Throw
reds
enough weight,
out.
you're probably not gonna perfectly jam the.
Now as a Spiel coordinator, this is when I know I'm watching the A and B event semifinals.
Okay.
I have 5 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
And I am pretty sure that all 4 sheets are going to make time.
Okay. What's your metric for 8 rocks left? What do you?
Well, it usually takes people.
Great shot.
Nicely done.
Usually takes people about a minute a rock.
Okay. Beautiful shot here
Yes.
on our feature sheet.
All these people should be able to get the job done, and I think that they will. Now, there's some skips that are a little bit more contemplative than others.
Yeah.
Is your skip listening?
He's Yeah, he's mid-pack. For sure.
He's not slow.
We always make sure that we have our rocks shined up and ready to go so that we don't add anything. But
He's not, but I like to describe. I described Mark earlier
Yes.
in the live stream as a very patient skip.
yes.
Never gets too high, never gets too low.
No, I mean, Bill, our lead today, made like 4 terrific shots in a row between 2 ends and only got an all right from Mark. And I finally started calling Mark out, and I was like, what does he got to do? What does our lead have to do to hear a great shot? No, it's all right.
All right.
But he also just gives you a, okay, all right, if it's a bad shot, because you know what you did.
Indeed, Miss Julie Tomato Salad. There is the Del Marvelous doubles
Yeah.
at Chesapeake every year. Actually, there's another doubles player in front of us, Dustin Devine from Pittsburgh. He's been known to play a game or two of doubles.
This end has swung considerably in the last 2 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah, it's looking really good to be blue right about now.
Blue's looking to continue closing the door.
Yep, putting a guard up there.
I like that a lot.
Good call. Good shot.
All right, so Janine Fermender with her final vice rock.
Because if you're red, you're looking for the hit and roll under. You'll take the double, but
Okay, maybe they won't make time. It's going to be close.
you going double here, or are you just trying to sit top for it on the roll?
I think I'm drawing the other direction, but
Okay.
you get the one, you got to get the roll, you got to
Nice
roll
low
under,
roll.
and you're sitting shots down.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
It's a good shot. It does sit exposed right now.
And we're up to skip rocks.
Yeah, now with this being a little bit complicated at this point, time may become a factor. Sheet C has made time. Simon has never not made time in his life.
My gosh, the middle of his roster does not throw a slow rock.
We had during the last spiel,
Yeah.
he played not only 8 ends,
Okay.
but an extra end before people got off after 7.
I believe that. I have faced Simon's team the 2 previous years, and my gosh, those are some perfectly thrown peel plus weight rocks quite often. With like no setup too. The broom's down and the stone is already on the across the near hog line before you look up. The blue's trying to chip this red out.
Yeah.
Susan Gephardt is enjoying the commentary.
Oh, how did she even find this out and even tell her?
This is
Mom,
tight.
how did you even know I was on this? I did not even send her a link or anything.
Does it get
That's
by?
amazing.
Oh, can't be too happy.
Just nicks the blue in the front.
I have a question. When I was in the locker room Thursday night, I was setting my bag on the benches there, and I look up and there's another broom labeled Gephardt. Who is the mysterious other Gephardt?
We do have another. We do have a Gephardt here. Don't believe that it's Greg Gephardt.
Okay, thank you.
I generally don't play in the same night as him.
I think he plays on Wednesday nights. Now
Okay.
that you say yes, there is a Greg Gephardt.
Well, please say howdy on my behalf to him. I thought maybe someone was playing a prank on me and just labeled all the brooms Gephardt in there.
Yeah, he's a new curler.
Okay.
He started in the last 6 months.
Your mom says that she knows everything. I told you to stop picking your nose.
Wow, there's no commentator camera. A guy's got a snack.
Okay, so
What do you like for red here?
Yes.
sheet D is good for 7 ends. Sheet A is good for 8 ends.
8 ends.
And it does look like our feature game is going to be only 7.
Yeah, they're not gonna get it in.
So here on B, I guess they're going for another hit and roll under?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that would be the right call.
Probably might be worried about the jam, but it's not a huge concern. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I would,
Well, actually, It could be, because if you only nose here, you're setting yourself up to lose 2.
Yep.
Okay,
really
so
need to roll under.
They need a little roll here, yeah.
you need a little roll. Doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be big enough that you need to be at least edge on that.
Hello, Julie.
So, a question from the audience:
Yes.
Why the orange and not lime green shoes?
You know, I looked into it, and I did consider the lime green. The selection options on...
Oh, they got to go on this.
They're on it really hard. They got to get past that guard. You got to get past the guard. And they wreck on it.
That's going to be tough.
Oh,
Okay, so now it's still red 1 under better cover now.
oh yeah. Ticking that guard, yes.
I think blue's going to attack that red shot rock from the inside out.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there, John.
Oh,
So
no
you were-
worries. Yeah.
The color of your shoes.
Oh, I did look on the Nike site, the Metcons. When you make your own curling shoes, I came to learn when I did my research. Yeah, you have to pick shoes that have a completely flat bottom, which are not most sneakers. So you generally have to pick a weightlifting shoe. Nike Metcons are one of the most popular, so I said let's not reinvent the wheel here. Let's pick something that works. And they did not have any decent lime green options. The only thing they had was like a forest green, and it just didn't work. I said, let's just go big then. Let's go bold. Let's go radioactive orange. And I'm loving the way that it pops on the screen.
It does.
And hello, Julie. Kudos to my mom. She and my dad recently purchased a pontoon boat for the family.
Oh, nice.
Drove out to Michigan and back in the span of 2 days. It's about 1,200 miles.
Wow.
Because they are maniacs. Very thoughtful maniacs.
Very thoughtful maniacs. So what time do you play next, John?
I am up at 9 a.m. in the semis of the B.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not too excited about the alarm. I had to set a 5:45 a.m. alarm, and anyone that knows me knows I'm not a morning person. But, got my 3 hours of sleep. And today I can set a 6:45 alarm, and that's a win.
Way more of a morning person than Greg Danks. Okay, they just paper pass that guard.
Great.
Gonna chip it.
Terrific
And
shot.
will you clear it out far enough?
Enough to matter.
Yeah,
Yes.
do. But are you leaving a hit back for 2? I think you might. Okay. I think blue is 1-2.
I think so, too.
I think so, too. I agree. I think, yeah. They got that out just enough to be sitting 2.
So if you're red, are you thinking about the triple?
Well, you're thinking about it because you're only playing one more end.
One more end. Yep.
This is where that clock situation is going to come into play.
Yeah, this is probably your last hammer, assuming you make this. If you don't make it, it's going to be pretty rough. But
Now this is tough because this is more of a redirect than it is like a normal double. So I mean by redirect, rather than you're kind of just grazing the rack.
Okay.
And you're going to hit like round about 1/8 of the stone.
yeah, that is the safer move. I agree. Rather than trying to blast the 8-foot high blue stone into the other 2.
No. The only way you can do this is
I like
as
the
a
skinny.
redirect.
It's skinny, yeah.
It's a big ask, though. You're right. This is
Oh, it sucks. I don't want to throw it.
no. I mean, your alternative is you throw a draw, you get a piece of the 4-foot, you tied, you go into the last end without the hammer.
Yeah, try to steal.
Deb thinks this end is stressful.
And I think that's probably what they're talking about at the hack side, dude.
Yeah.
Are we going for 3 or do we want to tie it? What do we feel here?
We got a good shot by Nick Miles on sheet C to sit shot. And kind of got Simon on the ropes here a little bit.
Yeah. Simon was down to start his last game. I think he's
That's because Danielle and Nicole were a little bit down too. Of course.
Works every time, though.
But that little shot there worked nicely, and they're sitting 1 right now. So there will if they pull out this game, I guarantee you they'll be having some shots later.
Yeah. There's a bunch of time left. Bucks County Bar is a great option here.
All right, so here we go. The final stone in end number 6.
And they're sticking with the skinny.
The penultimate stone.
Charlotte's trying to hold it.
Got to catch just a piece of it. Just a piece of it.
That
You catch it, now
nice.
do you roll over to the others?
Oh, my
yes,
goodness.
you do, and you're going to
You
get
only
one.
but it's one shot.
But that was still a hell of a shot for one.
That was really nice.
Wow.
Got the uphill roll and everything.
Yeah, he just got the unfortunate roll on his own shot rock there, or on the shooter there.
All right,
Wow.
so we're tied up coming home, throwing away at 4.
So I guess the long run of that is you could have drawn for one, or you could throw a very, very exciting skinny for one. Kudos on that make. That was a great make.
Holy heck, that was close, and I just heard a...
Pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I heard something too. Let's look at that again here on the action replay.
That was terrific. Great sweep by Shar here, I think, to keep that skinny. No margin for error on a shot like this.
Taking a look at it again on the stream.
Oh,
That was a...
wow.
I mean, you hit that a 36 of an inch differently.
Yeah, you throw that rock 10 times, you're not really going to do better than that skinny and that cross.
Holy heck.
So we're into our potential final end here. Tied.
Yeah, we got ourselves a good one. This is the final end of regulation, 7 ends, due to the time constraints that they ran into.
I guess outside of a blank, we're definitely going to see the outcome in this end. Although if there's a blank, isn't it a Schmel rule that both teams lose?
That's not a Schmel rule. That's a Danks rule.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a great guard.
Yep. Very tight guard. Nicely done.
Oh, look at this.
On a little chip shot here. Little tick.
Okay, we're going to play TV shots right now.
Yeah, calling for the tick shot.
Touch wide on the release here, but...
All right, so now the tick shot is where we're trying to move the free guard without removing it, which is not be allowed. So what he's trying to do here is actually to push it into the coffin corner. And we have a large coffin corner here at Bucks.
That. Great shot.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
textbook, baby,
Yeah.
textbook.
He pushed it right into the corner. Yeah, that's you called it.
They kicked that blue rock off, too. Did that go all the way out?
Yeah,
Yeah, that went off the sheet. Yep.
that was textbook, baby.
Wow. I feel like you only see that happen in person like 3 times a year, too.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a little bit of a wider overall sheet here than
Right, because
some
like curling
clubs do.
regulations, I think it's allowed to be either 1 foot or 2 feet, or like
Well,
between there.
the only requirement,
Okay.
and I, 2 days of officiating class taught me this one.
Sure. 5 hours of sleep, Dave is going to feed us some facts here.
The only requirement is that you need to be able to place a stone
Okay.
centered on the tee line, just outside of the house,
Okay.
and still have it be in play.
Huh.
Okay. So he's going to haul it again.
I mean,
If they could
Why
drill a
not?
second
Yeah.
one into there.
Right?
looks like the same slightly wide
Yeah.
release. but
Okay, and
also-
so this is why this team was going to represent the United States at the Scots Tour.
heck yeah.
Because I never would
This
call
looks-
this.
this looks
This
straight
one's
too.
curling a little bit too much.
It might cross over. And
Like
They
other
might put it in the other corner.
The other corner.
No, it's okay, but
Yeah,
they raised it
right,
into the house,
Yeah,
which is
it's
fine
fine.
because now they can play at it.
exactly.
Behind too.
Yep. Didn't get to the corner, but 2 fine tick shots. Wow.
That first one was masterful. I mean,
Yes.
if you don't know curling,
Yeah.
you really don't realize how good that first shot was. I mean, that looked. Oh, I mean, what do you mean? It's not even in the rings. It doesn't count.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jay Clark with his distinctive follow-through, trying to wheel the stone where he wants it to go.
I think it's very low on the ice there.
Yeah, because the option here for Jeff Wright, he wants nothing in the front. He wants to be able to draw to the house on his last shot to win the game.
Yep, he trusts himself that he can put his big boy skip pants on and hit that forefoot on demand.
Yeah, so he just wants to leave that open. That's why he is ticking those guards out of there. He does not want guards. And Sean, he wants guards.
Ooh, it's a nice draw. We're going to see a raise.
Got a hornet's nest on the house over on sheet C.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It is red sitting at least one, maybe two. I can't see 100% from this angle.
Yeah. Red with a lot of rocks in play, with all rocks in play. So we're over on B here. We're going to see a raise. Coffin corner's going away.
Almost got pushed on.
Yeah. Now that I don't think I've seen. A rock get pushed the coffin corner and then later pushed back on.
I actually did that 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Completely unintentionally, of which I immediately offered my opponent an apology.
Well, I don't think we're seeing a blank here. I think we're going to see the end result as this end comes to rest. Red is, I guess, having Jay draw behind that 12-foot center.
Yeah, that does look to be the call.
Sweepers are on. Probably for distance, but even if they end up in the center guard here, it's
got to go
bad.
for line. Got to go for line. It is going to be another guard. Now you only have to steal one, so lots of guards.
This is helpful.
Generally, you're a friend of mine, Greg Danks. Taught me how to steal, and he said, "Don't even consider throwing one in until your vice's second rack."
Okay. The more junk, the better.
Yep.
Oh, and is that gonna? Oh man, almost a masterful. Actually, no. Simon did score one, I think.
Yeah.
Masterful shot to get one.
We got a nice double right here.
That's gonna be some strawberry jam there.
That's fine though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way out in the sides.
Oh yeah, it opened it up again.
Yep.
So we're tied up on this game in the final end, and coming into the final end on our other A's quarterfinal, it is a 1-point lead for Team Nick Miles from Triangle.
So on sheet B, are you drawn behind the blue guard? Are you setting up more cover? What do you like?
I think I like.
I think it's too early to come in. Throw another guard.
I think I like what he's, and I think I'm pretty sure that's what he's calling.
It does
for
look like
center line guard. Yeah.
Both of these skips feel like they can make the draw. That's going to be a game of chicken who comes in first.
I like this too, because with that broom, if you're a touch wide, you leave a nice little guard on the left side of center. If you're perfect, you get a good guard. If you're narrow, maybe even do get the draw behind. It's all good stuff. Deep's not helpful though. It's a good shot. This is very useful.
I think it's a little deeper than you might have wanted it. Because even if you get what you want here, because you want your opponent to throw a nose, to nose it and stick it. And at this point, it's so tight that easy pushback.
You're blue. You trying to also take that 8-foot rock with you, or are you just trying to open?
I just open it up.
I agree.
Lose everything. A 3-point lead for Utica on sheet D has the potential to become a 0-point lead right now.
Ooh.
As Sue Niedrek has a shot for 3, which will make that one interesting. I love watching the quarterfinals of this Bonspiel. Off the one, it's going to go someplace into the pile or over it.
That's fine.
Always the best. This is always my 4 favorite draws of the year. Because the pool play evens it out.
Yep.
The pools are seeded, then the pools reseed themselves through the pool play. And almost everybody is evenly matched.
I really like this format, Dave. As a player, just the ability to know when my first 3 game times are, my 3 first days, it's fantastic. And then, like you said, then you move into some single elimination. All these games feel earned. And the ability to know my game times is very welcome.
And Sue Niedrek flashes. No, you never do that.
Janine with the red 6 coming in.
Yeah, looking for another guard here.
Score 1, so it'll be Roger Rowlett coming home up 2 with hammer. So he hopes to take care of that. Now this one
They
through
did
the
go for
draw, but sitting wide the heck open.
Yeah. And if
So-
you're blue, you're going to even maybe. They're going to roll the cover. Even if you roll left here, it's not bad.
Yeah, he's
Well, then you start a game
just
of
asking.
freeze.
He's just asking which turn you want right here. So we're just trying to peel here. Oh, hit and roll is a call, but he will dispatch this stone with all due alacrity.
Very nice.
Reconsidering for a second. Becoming less expeditious.
They are going to roll a little to the left here.
Yes, they are.
Maybe find a red. All right. Very
Okay,
nice.
so now you actually have an interesting question here.
Yeah.
There's a stone to freeze to,
Yep.
and that's what he's doing.
I like that call.
Yeah.
So Team let down 1 without hammer. Nick Miles is going to try to start opening stuff up to preserve his lead. Very entertaining semifinal there. Quarterfinal, rather. Seth King now with the freeze attempt. Now, if you freeze right in the crotch, you're pretty good. It's never going anywhere.
I mean, if you do freeze your crotch, you're not going to get much action, so makes sense.
On it right
Oh,
off
right
the
away.
jump.
That thing's curling hard right away.
Looks like he may have set it just a touch.
Wow.
Now, if you do this right, you could actually come off your own here
Yeah.
and get the
to where you
roll
wanted to
back
be.
in.
Yeah. It looks even going further out.
Get the roll back in. You still have something to work with there. Now, so what do you do here? I think simple answer is you split the house and light too, and I don't know.
I mean, you could split the house. You could take the guard.
He's going to throw top 4.
That's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Top 4, top 8. Lie to. Because now Seth King is going to have to address the blue stone that is sitting on the side of the 4-foot.
It's tough, though.
And not address it in a way, say, dear stone, I love having you here.
I mean, you can't close everything. Red's going to have an open draw behind cover. Red's going to be able to freeze to the inside of that current blue. Red could hit and roll off of that blue. Quite a lot of likelihoods here. What do you think the final call was?
I think it's the draw to the 4-foot
Yeah,
on the right.
he's gonna split the house.
Behind cover there?
Yeah.
Either behind cover or even
Even a little exposed.
even a little high is okay too.
Would you go even depth?
Even depth would be fine, although I think that makes the freeze easier.
Yeah. what I was thinking.
Steal 1 for Zimdog on sheet A. So he needs to steal another one.
So I guess you maybe go high 4-foot on the right side?
Yep, I think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, and Jeff is letting his front end know what the desired outcome is. Very important on a finesse shot like this that the front end knows.
You don't want to be all the way inside the 4-foot, though.
Not all skips believe in that.
Oh.
Some just tell you. And you will do what I say.
Those skips do enjoy living on an island.
Okay, they were on it a little bit, and then Brian Dutton asked him to take a look.
This looks hot.
Yes.
This is behind tee.
She's starting to bend a little bit.
Oh. Start thinking about taking this back. Start thinking about taking it back. Oh.
Okay, here we go. The classic freeze onto the button rack.
Yeah. You do need a little bump, though.
Yeah, he needs a little bump. You can't just freeze on it.
So how much, like, you know, on the end of it?
Thoughtful.
Padlock key, a larger key, or an end of a parliament? Everyone who smokes a parliament's on cocaine, you know that.
Oh, I just remember my mom is listening. I had a couple analogies, but I was going to say, you know, 3 fingers because you're thoughtful. I don't know.
So you thought about it, but you still said it anyway.
Yeah, well, I realized it'd be worse to leave it out there for other references, so yeah, why not?
Anyway, this rock's coming down. They got to hold it hard for the line.
Yeah,
it's starting to overcurl. If it overcurls, you're done. It's coming in with a good amount of weight, so they're going to need to try to get a roll.
All right.
And that's going to leave a wide open hit for the win. I think that might have been a little hotter than
than
they wanted. I think had that been communicated better down the sheet, Brian may have adjusted the sweep call. Makes sense that your mom's watching from an RV in a park. That tracks with you.
Yeah. They are an adventurous lot.
That apple didn't fall too far.
It did.
Okay.
I think you're looking for nose here.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what you do, make it go away. You got one that counts.
Oh, they just let me sit on it. Yeah, I'm just joining their party.
All right, so here we go. Jeff Wright with the final stone of the game. We will have an outcome after this. They're just holding it on. It is curling a little bit.
Yep, he got
but it looks like we got no problems here.
Great shot.
And that will hit and stick,
is.
and that's a win. And since we're not watching TSN, we can make the final 6-4. So, team Jeff Wright, Brian Dutt, Sean Olson, and Doug Brugler will be advancing to the semifinals. And that will be the end of the road for Team Seth King. Our next draw will be at 8 o'clock this evening. So for Kevin Brady and John Gephardt and everyone here at the Bucks County Curling Club, come on back and we'll catch you later.